10. So obviously we've seen a bit of a wild ride on Bitcoin and across the top 10, or not just top 10, basically the market. I'll just give it a moment while a few more people join in, and then I'll take you through what I'm looking at. So I've just had a pretty intense training session, so I'm a little bit rattled, but I'll be just fine. Volatile period over the last, few days. Go Nath, Sally, how are you? Good, hope you're well. It's been a bit topsy-turvy, hasn't it? But realistically, I wanted to take you through some of the the realities in my world anyway of what this pullback has meant. And I've had a lot of people reaching out in my DMs on Facebook and Twitter and whatnot, asking, Cobby, what are we done? Should we be getting out now? And as much as I'd love to know, I don't. But what I can do is I can disseminate the chart or dissect the chart of Bitcoin and go through a couple of different options that are available, just so again we get that perspective. And just a heads up, I haven't sold any of my Bitcoin, guys. No way. I personally believe that this is not over. I don't believe that it's over by a long shot. It's just about getting some perspective, calming those potential nerves that you may have. Don't forget as well, I will say that I have taken profit along the way, not on Bitcoin, not on Ethereum, on alts that I have invested in that have gone very, very well. A lot of money has been generated over the past, what are we in now? The fourth month. Well, over the last 6 months, really, a lot of money has been generated, not just through trading, but through investing as well. And Mr. Nathan Richards has hit the nail on the head here. Time to go fishing and get away from the charts. And you know what, Nathan? Mr. Richards, that's what I did yesterday afternoon. That's what I did the afternoon before. The afternoon before, I wasn't able to get access to my garage. The missus had both sets of garage keys. But I do have this, I'll show you, right? I did have my prized possession. Now, for those of you uneducated on these matters, that is a Saltiga 14,000. It is the creme de la creme. Listen to the drag. When that thing sings, and ultimately I haven't heard it sing yet, it is a beautiful song. So I got out there yesterday. I got out there the day before. Yesterday I have the lures that I needed. Got a few fish. The day before I was throwing a $110 stick bait, and the guide that I fish with in South Australia tied a dud knot, and I cast off my $110 stick bait. I mean, it was one I used in the Coral Sea for big GTs, Spaniards, dogtooth, that sort of thing. And it wasn't quite warm enough for me to jump in the water and go after it to get it. And crypto's been good to me, so I can just replace it. Look, let's get started because there's a bunch of people in here. Yeah, I'll get it. Yeah, mate, I'm going to Exmouth in May. So I'm hoping, I've caught some big GTs, but I'm hoping to get a big topwater Spanish. Anyway, this is brought to you by FTX. This is your perpetual scan, where we'll look at the market. As I say, brought to you by FTX, where, they've done a great deal for me for the last, well, not just me, but actually, you know what? I don't actually get the same deal as you. I don't get 10% off my trading fees by using the link below in the description, because I can't have a affiliate, two names. I can't, because my affiliate account's one and I got the other one. I can't do it. So I don't even get the rates you get. All right. I do get a kickback on your trading. It doesn't make your trading more expensive. No, the kickback comes from FTX. And I ask you, open your account with FTX in the description below in that link there, if you haven't got one already. And there's videos there, how to go long, how to go short, and how to manage your risk. So I'd say get stuck into that. Anyway, let's get stuck into this. Top 10, a bit he said, she said, yeah, all right, whatever. Not much going on there. What I want to do right now is I want to go to my perp list, and I've updated it with with more charts, because obviously FTX continue to bring us more contracts to trade. And what I've done here is there's some that haven't got too much data, but we're there. Hope Sticky was a floater. Yeah, mate, it was a floater. Someone's going to score big time. Big time. Someone's going to drive over the top of that and either ding their prop, because it's a big sucker. I had double 8-0s at the front and an 8-0 at the back, trying to catch a salmon. Anyway, okay. So Bitcoin, let's talk about it. Let's throw it up here on the daily. The daily, of course, it's a mess now. The trend has disappeared. I actually took a big trade. What was it on? I took a big trade here. Now, look, I lost, right? I lost a lot of money on that. But that's trading. And when I say a big trade, I mean like a full percent for me. And, you know, I've been trying to find my way to taking a full percent for quite some time, because the account's grown so quickly through trading and investing. I got put in, I got smoked. Thankfully, I got smoked on that one, not that one, so no slippage. But that's okay. Took it. You got to take the winners and the losers, right? But she really did have a big, massive fall. And it's kind of killed the daily chart for the time being. So what do? Well, the first thing I do is I go to my Mr. Weekly. And I go, well, where could we go to? Based on the way that I trade, all right, I'm pulling back into the cradle in trends. Now, here we have a bit of it's a bit fruity. High, higher low, slightly higher high. It's not looking all that great based on the weekly. Now, I read charts for what charts are. All right, that's all I do. I try my best to not let any thoughts creep in, and just focus on what I know I can do. I know I can make money consistently, especially in crypto, because the volatility is amazing. It just makes, look, honestly, I will use the word easier. It is easier to be a successful trader in crypto if you know what you're doing than it is in traditional markets. I've been speaking in the last 2 weeks with one of the buddies that I used to trade with when I was doing FX, bonds, stock, commodities. And he's now a developer, and he's now coming into crypto because he's got the skill set. He knows what to do, but the returns in FX and all those other markets were not, you know, you needed to be risking at least, well, depending on your lifestyle, but we need to be risking at least 20,000 a trade to get to the point where the moves would justify an income full time doing it. Now, risking 20,000 on a trade, you might make 2 million off of that bloody thing. So it's a different kettle of fish. He's coming in. I got a lot more buddies like that are now like, well, you weren't so mad to go into crypto, you mad dog. You're doing well, right? I'm like, yes, I am. So when I look at this, I look at the chart and I see this high, and they're weak highs. They've not, look at this one. We ran, pull back, and a strong high. Pull back, weak high. Pull back, weak high. So do not be surprised at all to see Bitcoin come in back to anywhere between 45, or possibly it will surprise more and go deeper to 40 or beyond. I don't know. However, g'day Nix, Luke. However, what I will say is that perspective is a big part of it. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to be in the position whereby if we do sell off further, you start to panic and then just dump, right? And this is, if only I could speak to a bigger audience. We got a little audience. I'm just a trader. Most people want to know how to get rich quick. That's not what I teach. It's not what I'm about. They want to know the best altcoin. There's headlines like best altcoins to make $1 million in 2021. You won't really see that from me. I don't play that game. I just do what I do. And those that decide to come and get involved, well, you got every chance to make $1 million. But right now we've got the potential to fall further. Don't lose your beans. All right, don't lose your beans, because it's called cyclicity. It's called market dynamic. Let's look at the 1 month. 1M. That's a big bloody move. Don't be surprised if we do come back further. All right, that's the first message. Second, the daily's cack. It's crap. we come to the 4 hour. One of the things that I always like to do is I like to trade the mid-term time frame, because the mid, if the 4 hours in an uptrend, it opens up the 2, the 1, the 30 minute, and the 15 minute, and lower for me to trade. The 4 hour right now, we did set this low, lower high, and then a new little lower low within that trend. But it's still a little bit like, you know, you just tried to start an outboard motor in the middle of winter at 6 a.m. in the morning, two-stroke. You pull it, you got to give it choke, and you're kind of like, you're playing this game, or even a lawnmower, right? You're playing the game of the choke to try. It takes a bit of fiddling around. That's the visualization I have in this market right now. It doesn't really know, okay? It doesn't know. I will add to that, there is a lot of positivity in our space. A lot of big companies are coming into our market. A lot of big players are talking about our market. I see a lot of positivity. This is our first real pullback, like dynamic, bam, pullback of our bull market. Now, we saw it happen plenty through 2017. For those that weren't there, we'll go back through your charts and have a look at how history played out throughout that. I don't believe that we've seen a top. I have been wrong before. I will be wrong again. But at this stage, what I'm seeing and what I'm waiting for, and if you know, for those that are in my live trading floor 5 day a week where I do my scans, you know what I'm waiting for, right? I'm waiting for this 4 hour to kick back in, kick back up. Give me that higher low, and this could be the higher low. We've got to get up through here before we get down through there. So that's how it looks at the moment. So for me, it's not been, like, Bitcoin's not been tradable for me, and much of the market hasn't. One of the things that I teach is that a lot of the time, like you can make an awful lot of money by not trading. Now, I know that goes against what FTX probably wants, because they want you trading. But I also do know that what FTX wants is they want you to be a client for life. The only way you become a client for life is knowing when to hold them, when to fold them. So you've got to know when the money's to be made, and also when to stand back. At the moment, it's a stand back-ish type market. Now, what I'm going to focus on in this scan is two things. I'm going to focus on the daily and the 4 hour, which I always do. If the daily trend is not still valid, in the sense that we don't have an uptrend or potentially a downtrend, then I'm not that interested. It would take something very special, which would bring on higher risk for me, and I might lower my risk of position size to actually take it. So I know it's quite a long introduction. However, I believe it's important. I'm an educator. I'm not an influencer. Don't like that word. I'm a guy who trades, and I help other people to learn to trade. Keep it nice and simple. By the way, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, give me thumbs up. Do everything you can to support me if you don't mind. Share it with your mates is probably the biggest one. Because I'm just a little one-man band. Well, I'm not a one-man band, but I'm just this little dude out here in Australia trading. We've got a bloody good product. We do really well, and your support is very much appreciated. Okay, so 1 inch. I mean, look at this. It's messy. It's messy. I'm away from that. Again, the daily is messy, and this is how fast you can do your scans. It doesn't need to be a long process to make your decisions. With Cardano, again, it's too messy through here, and because we're midway through, i.e. we haven't got the low, a new low, we haven't got a new higher low. It's just in no man's land for me. And sure, I could have a punt and go long and make some money there. I don't punt. I trade based on my rules, because it's made me money for a long time. It's made me a career. I've raised 2 kids. Well, if only they were raised. If they were raised, they would have left home. How pathetic a species are we? Got to keep those little shits for years and years and years. Sorry, first day back at school today after a 2-week holiday for my children. And this morning was basically like, you ever watch the atom bomb explode? Those parents out there will probably, well, you might not agree with me on this one, but I'll tell you what, if you were in my family, you'd agree. It was volatile. Alpha. All right, so one of the things I noticed here on Alpha is we do have a lower high. We do have a lower low. Now, I'm going to relay snippets of information to you, but I'm going to tell you my stance in the market is not aggressive right now. All right. Now, you might feel more aggressive. You might be more comfortable with being aggressive, and that's fine. But I'm not going to put anything in my watch list that I wouldn't trade myself. And I wouldn't trade this. Altperp. Caught up in no man's land. The 2-day, we're going to have a low stop down here. If this dumps to there and we start the new... No, there's low to high, so again, it doesn't fit. Ample fourth. Chippy chop, chippy chop, chippy chop. Nah. Too messy. Too messy here on ARP Atom. Daily's not downtrending. The daily's in no trend. Low, high to low. This chart, however, is downtrending. However, for me, look, there's a little bearish candle right there. 42 minutes to go. Maybe I'm getting weak in my old age. I don't know. But I suppose it also, it shouldn't. But I can remember having a goal when I had my mentor when I was trading those other markets where my goal was to be risking 2,000 Australian dollars per trade because based on my results, I knew I could, consistently make between 10 and 20,000 a month, right? And that was just trading. That was 8 years ago. The numbers are significantly greater now. So for me to look at something like Atom and the amount of dollar risk, US dollar risk I would take on something like this, combined with the potential for the lack of liquidity for the size position I'd take, for me personally, this is something that would not meet my standard. It's a lovely trend, do not get me wrong, and if you want to put this in and stalk this, hey, be my guest, but it ain't one for me for the reasons I just stated. Audio schmaudio, lower high, lower low, downtrend daily. This is more interesting for me. I don't like it how it pulled in, little dip, deep pullback. It's a no for me. And don't forget, some of these may actually set up and move. So I keep scratching myself because I just finished training and I've still got like the hot face. So apologies for my fidgetiness. I'm a bit fidgety. AVAX is a no-go for me. AXS, that sounds weird. I want to say ASX. Don't think so, Nelly Brown. No, I'm not interested in that. Good move, but nothing there. Ooh, okay, Badger. This does look a little bit more interesting. It's high to low, so there is no trend on that daily. However, let's see that 4 hour. There is a trend on the 4, lower high, low, lower high. So that meets the midterms, the mid time frames. We hit the 1. There's convergence on this low to this low. 30 might have gone. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put it in blue a little bit. That could be a good one. That could be worthy. Undecided at this moment in time, but there's nothing wrong with it at this moment in time either. Balancer was one I was watching this morning for a potential break through this region. Could have probably taken that. I did not. Actually, no. If you know the breakout, you know we're divergent there. We're not convergent. But let's go to that 1 hour because we do. 4 hours. Is there a trend there? Nah, not cutting it. Band. No, again, too messy. Bow. Lower high daily, lower low daily, downtrend. 4 hour, lower high, lower low. This looks very interesting at this point in time. 1 hour. Don't want that candle to get any bigger. Perhaps it will do by the end of this scan, but for now it's a near. But, nah. Bitcoin Cash. Hubbity. Bullish candle starting to form. Needs to do more work than that for me. I'll leave it behind. Binance. No, again, needs to kick on up, get through this high. And much of the market, you'll notice on the 4 hour, there'll be the potential for a higher low. Needs to kick on up. I'll remind you, like, subscribe, send me your Bitcoin. No, I'm just fully joking on that. If anyone asks you about that from my business, it's not legit. Ignore it. But like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Please do. I'm going to take that out because I'm never going to trade that. It's got no liquidity. Ooh. See this here. BSV. I mean, demon move up, demon move down. In that zone, doesn't look too bad. Hit that 2-day. Look at that. We've got a trend. That is something that I want to see tomorrow. Not for today, but I'll put it in there just to remind you of tomorrow. Bitmax, no. BitTorrent, no. Cake, messy, right? And this is how fast you can do it. If it's not got any clarity of direction, I'm not interested in the slightest. And again, it's about being able to sit back and know the times when you should be trading and when you shouldn't. And in all honesty, guys, that's it's the hardest thing to learn, but the most valuable thing to learn. If you can work out when there's money to be made and you can make it, but more importantly, you keep it. I think a lot of you guys too are going to have to learn how to keep the money, bank the money, and turn that into more, because I'm sure that plenty of the audience right now has done very well of late. Well, do not do what plenty did in 2017 when they had life-changing money and not take profits, because, you know, you got freedom. We've turned a lot of people into full-time traders at tradercobb.com. I'm stoked about that. I'm going to leave cream. That support there is pretty strong. It's there on the 1, but I want to see it pull back into there, right? Ain't got it. Do. No real bonus factors in there. I'm also scratching because I haven't had a shave in about a week. Look, later on perhaps, but right now it's not that inspired. CRVs, and no, that's going to come out because there's nothing going on there. Daesh, again, another one with a higher low could kick in really nicely there. Dawn, from dawn to dusk, a little bit too wild for me for the time being. DeFi, again, we've got to push up through there. Nothing for me to trade. Dent, DMG, very illiquid. I'm not touching that. Dodo, Australia's worst internet. Not enough data, really. Yeah, it doesn't grab me. The Doge cycle. Look, I'll probably do a video on this, just on Doge, because I think it sucks what's going on there. Nothing to work with. Look, I'm happy to trade it. Don't get me wrong. I will trade it. I don't care if it's the most nothingness of any nothingness. It's pure hype. It's pure Elon Musk. It's pure a joke. And I might sound like a bit of a douche for saying that, but you know, maybe I am a douche. Gotta stand by my beliefs, what I know. Let's hit dot. We don't have a daily downtrend saved by one spike. We do have a bearish candle. What's that level? I don't think that level's got any relevance at all, really. Nah. Okay, I'll get rid of that level. No, it's not of... look, if the whole market does decide to go lower, then yeah, that'll be a profit. But I'm not just chasing... I mean, look, I want profits, but more important to me is to trade well. Look how messy Dragon's become. That's that picture of that volatility, where it was smooth, tradable, right? Look at it now. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, Mr. Hubbard. Check that 12. Okay, we got a lower high on the 12. That's at least something. Look, if I had more confirmation of direction that we were going to see the market have a really, decent move lower and a collapse, so to speak, then this would be something that I probably would get on, or at least be stalking. But I just don't think I feel that way. I say feeling, but I don't see the proof or the evidence in the charts. I'm not going to touch it. Engine. All right, down around those lows. Let's have a look. 1 hour, 2. All right. Well, the 2's downtrending. The 4. Okay, that doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. You got 2 minutes till the 30-minute kicks the bucket. 4 hour. Come on. What are you doing? Excellent. Internet's still on. Why are you doing this to me? TradingView? Hang on one sec. Oh, come on. Can you still hear me? I just want to check that the connection's still there. Yeah, it looks like you can. Yeah, it's... Hang on. Where are we up to? EOS. Come on. This is annoying. Yeah, I've had a few people saying it's TradingView. Like, I get ya. I hear ya. All right, here we go. Let's try again. Your charts aren't loading either, mate. Okay, so everyone else's charts are having issues. Well, please, TradingView, can you give me the data so that I can do my job? Well, a few people are now saying that TradingView is playing up. Well, I'm willing to give it a bit longer. All right. EOS. I think we'd already poo-pooed that. All right, we're back now. We're back. We are back. 2 and 4. 4. Yeah, a little bit of work there. Don't mind that. Trends there, cyclicity's there. It's an option. Let's keep moving before it farts again. Ethereum Classic. Look, get me back in a bit further here on the daily. We might have something to play with. ETH. No, still caught. Exchange perp. Still caught. Feeder. All over the show, no thanks. Filecoin, no. Flamingo, all over the shop. Volatility, too intense for me. Same with Flow. Phantom is same. Look at this. Chop, chop, chop. Don't like it. FTT needs to break up through here or drive down below this low as that trend is still in motion. Look at the 2-day. Look how smooth that's going to look. Bingo, bingo. Righto. GRT. Sorry, that's my kids getting home from school and I got the door open, so apologies for that. The ding-a-ling-a-ling. Check that 4. Look, I'll throw it in as a 1 hour option once again. It could be alright. No, nothing here. It's too messy. Too messy. Holy. Too messy as well. Holo. This was one I had on my list this morning. Didn't quite give me what I was after in the sense that I had test 1, 2, 3, but no real great spot for a stop or real. Might have been right there, but no, it's not. It's not a mustard cutter. Horby. Oh, come on. Trading View. Oh, I put up with you because you're the best of the worst market bunch. I can't even extend it across all my screens. They're really not good. But this is killing me. Alright, well, we're back on hump. It's not going to be anything there on Horby anyway. Let's keep moving. Hump, no. Iota, wild volatility. No interest at all. Carver, let's hit that one. You're about to hear my kids explode through the front door in a minute, so just bear with me on that. I'm still working from home. I'm looking for a 1-bedroom in Bronte, so I can set my office up there. Oh, and just on the by, if you've got a Toyota Prado with low kilometres, relatively new model, leather interior, do feel free to reach out because I'm trying to buy one. Ken. Yeah, it broke too early. I'll get rid of that level there. Happy to pay crypto. I'll take that out of our list. Let's have a look. This one looks quite good. Why? Because we've broken that low, right? We've broken that low. Looks all right. Pull in a little bit more. Got to pull in a little bit more. KSM, I can leave for the time being. Leo, no thanks. Lena. Can you shut the door, please? Good to hear they're fighting already. Okay. Linear. Lower high, lower low, pulling back in. Yeah, that 1 hour doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Throw that up. Link, too messy for me. LRC was watching that support level. It did break, but it didn't give a trade, so I'll kill that level off. Nothing there for the time being. Litecoin, still messy, still choppy. Luna, nothing there. Maps, too messy, too chunky. Matic, not much there either. It's not broken this low, so therefore the momentum's not there. Mid-perp still holding its ground very well, to be fair. But nothing to work with. Maker, the same, holding its ground, but nothing to work with. Meta, again, level through there. I'm going to leave that level in because the pullback into there may offer an opportunity. Metal is a no for me. Near, far, wherever you are. Again, pull in the cradle, move away, and it was in a downtrend, but nothing for now. Neo's been super strong. Nothing for me right now, though. Okay, B. No. Messy. OMG. So someone asked, Dale, you asked about OMG. There is a lower high, there is a lower low. I'll have a look at the weekly because you've asked. Trend's looking good. Higher low, higher high. Just give it time. For now, there's nothing for me to work on there. Ontology, still very, very messy. Orbs. Orbs. What are they? Where do they come from? Are they aliens? Nothing there. Gold, schmold. Perp. Funky looking chart. I'm going to leave that. Priv holding its ground right in that cradle zone. Might get an opportunity on a daily in the next couple of days. Punde. Oh, it's a bit of a bug because that spike, because the trend's really quite calm here. Gonna leave it. Qtum. Too messy. Ray. Hi, Ray. Too messy. Reef. Too messy. Ren. No, too messy. No worries, Dale. Rook. Interesting name without much merit for any goodness. RSR. Reserve rights perpetual. No. Rune. Rooney. Messy. Holding its ground, but messy. Right, back to sand. Didn't give me any joy off of there this morning. Tell you what though, the cradle off 50 cents round, that'd be pretty tasty. Just confirm that with a 2. Yeah, trend's there. Yeah, off that level will be nice. Sia, nah. Seco, messy. Shit is shit. Scale, I need to have a shave. My face is itchy. No, I'm going to leave that. SNX, again, want to see it breach that level, get some more cyclicity. Although, no, it's a high to low. So, g'day, Pedro. Solana, hey, look, it's been volatile, but it's been bloody strong, you know. Serum, nothing to party with there. Nothing on SRN, STMX. I think we've gone past maps there. Troll King. A little bit illiquid and not enough for me to work with there on storage. Stacks, whatever that is. Spiky, not for me. Where are we on the weekly here? It's just in the mid zone. I can't bring myself to it, you know, and it's been messy through here and it dips, but it hasn't broken the lows. The trend's not strong. I want strong trends, especially when we've got this additional volatility that we're seeing at the moment. I just want clean, clear, tradable markets, and there are not that many. But don't forget, we don't need many. We just need a couple of good ones. This doesn't look as bad. Sure, I haven't broken the low, but look at the cyclicities in there. I just want to check that 4. If I was to say yes to Tomo, then I'm saying yes to a bunch of the ones I've already said no to. See how this one's broken its lows already? It's rolled over. It's in a downtrend. That's much more appealing to me. So TrueFi, as much as the chart's a bit rubbish for trading right now, it's got the characteristics of a tradable market. Why? Daily, lower high, lower low. 4 hour, we are trending. We're cycling. It's good. That daily trend's too strong there on Tron for me. Sure, the market might fall lower. I agree. But just because it could doesn't mean I will. That's something of interest for me. For those that know the breakout. I haven't taught it to you lot, but I'm going to put a red on that because that's for my gang. Support coming through there. Needs to build in and make it better. Yeah, I've already looked at Ontology. I'll come back to it just quickly now. For me, it's just too messy. Look, it's all over the show, mate. All over the show. Where was I? Tron. Was it Tron? Oh, you've just stuffed me up, mate. Oh, was I trying? No. That was what? Uni, yeah. So that little consolidation for those that are in my membership and whatnot know the breakout. It's got a touch again. We've got to get convergent there. It's not there yet, but I've chucked it in the red list. Because I haven't taught the breakout to the FTX group. I've just taught the cradle. V-chain, too messy. Waves. Leave it. Tether gold. That doesn't need to be there. I'm not going to trade that here. Nah, I can leave that too. NEM. Can't do it. Just not quite good enough. Stellar, it's all over the shop. Monero's holding its ground quite well at the moment. XRP could give a daily cradle. Check it out tomorrow. XTZ. Not right now. Not ready. Yearn. Yeah. DeFi and Yearn. Zcash messy as well. Zilliqa Perp might have actually something here. Does. Pop it in. There's going to be a whole bunch of 1 hour candles that are, worth consideration for you lot. Nah, too close to that point there. I'll leave that. We're back at the top, so let's have a quick sticky peek at the list. We've got a few. Most of them are the lower time frames, all right? Badger. We're talking 30 or the 1 hour right here. 17 minutes on that. Pedro, I can't hear you. No. The idea is that you hear me. So 1 hour potential cradle. Bow. Too big now. That comes out. BSV. Looking at this on the daily for a potential bounce off of there to see if we get a little bullish candle. That could be something good. Engine. 1 hour. Cradle. Downtrend daily. Downtrend through here. Keep an eye on that. This is the next 16 minutes. The same can be said for EOS. The same can be said for GRT. The same can be said for Luna. And the same can be said for Sand. So we do have a few options available. If you want to be involved in this market, you should be trading with FTX. Get your 10% off your trading fees below in the description. But guys, if you are going to trade throughout this position, throughout this volatility, my message to you is simple. Minimize your risk. All right, keep it clean, keep it lean, and battle get through this period. Try and stay as aware of your risk, aware of your abilities as you possibly can, because that's only going to serve you going forward. So please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, enjoy what you're doing, take your time. If you're not finding trades, there's nothing wrong with that, because the market is a little bit undecided for the moment, but also don't panic. All right, I'll do me, you do you. Here's what I have put into this list for today, and I wish you all the best. Don't forget, you can get your free course and the paid course for all my trading strategies at tradercobb.com. Have a great bloody